CVUCC.com. Our latest project for investment. Cedar Creek Road, Fayetteville, North Carolina at exit 49 on I-95. 4825 Windsor Place, Pomfret, Maryland, Charles County. 511 West Bridge Road, Fayetteville, Georgia, Fayette County.
Let's play usopen champion. I'll play, I know what it takes, how it feels to win. And I'll do it all till the sun goes down, and all till the night time. Oh yeah, let's play, give it all you got inside. Make the magic come out, make you feel alive. And this is the right time. Let's play. I put my arm on, show you how strong I am. I put my arm on, I'll show you that I am. I'm unstoppable. I don't lose, I come to win. I'm invincible. I'm the star, your champion. I'm so powerful. Hear me roaring to the wind. I'm so confident. Let's play usopen champion. Let's play usopen champion. USA, only one star, we are here to play. Brace yourself, this is where dreams are made. This is your lifetime. Oh yeah. Today, I'll let my heart get in the way. Hit all the shots, won't play the play. This is my passion. Let's play. I put my armor on, show you how strong I am. I put my armor on, I'll show you that I am. I'm unstoppable. I don't lose, I come to win. I'm invincible. I'm the star, your champion. I'm so powerful. Hear me roaring through the wind. I'm so confident. Let's play usopen champion. Let's play usopen champion. I put my armor on, show you how strong I am. I put my armor on, I'll show you that I am. I'm unstoppable. I don't lose, I come to win. I'm invincible. I'm the star, your champion. I'm so powerful. Hear me roaring through the wind. I'm so confident.
आ गया है जोशो जुनून का काफिला रे सब आओ रे ओ छोड़ छाड़ दुनिया के काम मैदान में अब जुट जाओ रे ओ आ गया
Great day for the cricket for USA. That, as you see in that thing, we are visiting ICC Academy in Dubai, and we have the host we brought in here is Akbar, Ran Akbar, which is for the UAE team captains and also the playing. And we have Randa who came in also is the VP directors on the Cricket Council USA, and we see the concept of the amazing stuff and cricket developing international skill wise. That's exactly we need for the USA. If we say thanks for you bringing me here for academy and show them a facility to us, and there will be growth for the Cricket USA. Tell me about you've been here living so many years. How come you don't invite us to from the USA to come see it?
The cricket is in UAE. It's very long history, and it was my pleasure. You people came here. I have to show you people like what facility we are having. This is the best facility. Even not here. If you walk anywhere, you will get beautiful grounds.
Yeah, but you never invite an USA. That's the question.
I
all
always
here you're coming for last 10 years.
I always ask you, but you never. You people was thinking, oh, everything is in USA.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I have to show you first, and then no, you can decide when you want to come. You're welcome. Always. Thank you. We love to host you.
Thank you for hosting here, and then you saw this thing up, and as a viewer, as a foreign in the cricket in USA, tell me what you have seen today, and we don't have any USA.
Yeah, what I've seen is an integrated sports academy having all 10 dimensions of any sport. You have a fitness center, you have a ground for practice, you have for games, you have indoor facilities, you have 5-star physiotherapy for injuries, we have a cafeteria. So what we have not seen in US is having all these 10 components in one location, where it's like a one-stop solution for cricket development and cricket program, where students and sportsmen can join and be part of this academy, maybe a 3-month academy or the whole year academy, depending on how serious they want to get into it. And this kind of facility will help next generation cricketers to compete at the international level, and one day we will even win a T20 games with all the major countries. And I see, before we retire and from the cricket, we want to see US cricket team winning one of the major tournaments, ICC tournaments.
What is winning? Want to be a champion for World Cup?
Yeah, we can try. Unless you start thinking, the formula I learned all my life is, first you need to imagine what you want to do or what you want to get in cricket. Second, you need to dream about it. Third, you need to talk about it passionately. And then last but not least, actions. Like today, it took us almost 15 years to get here. I think this kind of facility, we should have been there in US for a long time back, but better late than never. So let's do it now, and hopefully the next generation cricketers will appreciate this kind of facility having in every major city and state of the country.
So today we got an experience for the Cricket Council USA. We'll see the vision of the Dubai and a great event. We have academy, not just the academy. You have physio, you have cafeteria, you have indoor academy, and you have the shops, pro shops also, top of them. You have the gym where you can have daily. You have the swimming pools. You have 2 major grounds here. So that's why we need a facility in USA. So we're gonna make it happen in USA soon. For the MAQ group is working on the project. One of them is a Fayetteville, North Carolina. We're going to be working on one of the biggest events in USA. Is trying to get this thing up in North Carolina, the cricket stadium. We're going to have those similar matter with the Sharjah Stadium. We come to watch this thing, how the Sharjah Stadium goes. It's a huge facility, but we'll have the space. 72 acre. We're building on the North Carolina. It's an I-95. Is one of the stadium like Sharjah Stadium. So we bring the cricket, not just from there, and we bring all the vision from the Sharjah Stadium also to bring in USA. So make a scale of the USA cricket, one of the international scale. Thank you. Okay, this is ICA Academy. This is one of the promoting in USA now. And similar, same concept you see in here. We have the gyms on that side, we have the shops over there, 2 ground on the back side. So we will bring this concept back to the USA as you require, and we're gonna walk through this ground. As you see, the indoor, we made the store for the academy, which is that academy. We're gonna run similar, same thing in USA. We're gonna make it the copy of them, so they're ideal. And there's the gym out there, so people walk in and come to the gym. They go back to the base. There's an ICC academy with also gym. If you see the gym, we have currently working on the gyms now. And that's the gym. Basically, we have for the players. And players come in and do the exercise here, walk through to the ground as we seen that thing walk through it. There's the 2 grounds here, so we want same concept, bring established to the USA. Will be great for the children great for the athletes, great for the players who are gonna coming and play and joining as a member as a cricket. So this is a good development programs. We can run it in USA.
Indian Lake Estates as our newest Florida land investment opportunity. Situated in Central Florida, in the same county as Disneyland, Indian Lake Estates is within easy reach of Orlando, Tampa, and the Space Coast. Indian Lake Estates is a gated private community covering 10 square miles right next to one of the largest freshwater lakes in Florida. Entering through the gates, you soon discover an 18-hole championship golf course, a 9-hole executive golf course, alongside tennis, pickleball, and basketball courts. And when the games are over, why not relax in the estate's 23,000 square foot clubhouse, have a drink at the bar, or dine in the restaurant looking over the golf course. On the western side of the development is Lake Walk on Water, a 14 square mile translucent freshwater lake that is every fisherman and boater's dream come true. And once at the lake, you'll discover the longest freshwater pier in Florida, a perfect spot to fish or just watch the stunning sunsets next to the abundant wildlife. Indian Lake Estates boasts a variety of half-acre buildable home sites extending from the golf course to the lake, including lake access canal lots. All lots come fully deeded as well as inspected for wetland and flood zones. Owners can use all the facilities without having to build. Caledonian offers a limited number of buildable lots with significant investment growth potential.
Good afternoon for all US cricket lovers and the rest of the crickets around the world. We have Cricket Council USA founder and chairman in ICC Cricket Academy, and we are very honored and lucky to have him today. And let's find out what is the reason and why he is here today and what he's trying to do to promote US cricket in the next few years. As we all know, 2024 ICC T20 World Cup has been awarded for West Indies and USA. There'll be at least 2 or more games in USA, and so basically we have about 2 years time to get ready, US cricket ready for ICC T20 tournament. So MAQ, so tell me, what is your plan of action from now and why you are here in Dubai, meeting the ICC executives and officials?
See, we were starting now USA cricket for last so many years, last 2 decades. And we did as much promoted cricket in USA now. So we want to see the international scales coming to the USA now, 2024 World Cup. So we want to see visiting the facility, visiting how they doing ICC, how they're doing international scale, where they're dominating the cricket, like India, Pakistan, and all. So this is a great platform we have now.
So, good afternoon, good evening. We're here for our third and final game. All of our viewers for the Samp Army versus CVUCC game. And we have Kim and George, and we're about ready to start. So we have Saul Badinger, and Singh is steaming in. Nice away swing. Let that go through.
Well, we had a wonderful game earlier there, George. Congrats to the Virgin Tigers.
And Singh once again into Bandinger, and another dot ball. And Singh Bandinger walks across the wicket, was determined not to let Singh bowl 2-minute dot balls, considering it is the field. This is his first 6 overs with fielding restrictions. Can't have 2-minute dot balls, not conducive for good T20 cricket. So he was determined to ensure that Singh do not bowl 2-minute dot balls.
Yes. Well, I've seen quite a lot of dots throughout the day here, George. Yep.
So Andreas Gauss, South African, is getting ready to face Singh.
It's a nice delivery there from Singh. Managed to get some back to that, George. And it runs away to the boundary for 4.
Yes, bowled that one into his pads, and he stroked that beautifully in that mid-wicket area and got good result. So first 4 of the game. This time Singh, wanting to change the direction, went too far outside the off stump, and Gauss was not about to let him off the hook on that one. Stroked it into the cover region, race away to the boundary for another 4.
So 9 runs coming from the over. Well,
back-to-back boundaries. Different delivery, Singh slower delivery, still outside the off stump, and Andreas Gauss gently pad that into the point region for a dot ball. So from the first over,
it's 9 without loss. So this is the final game for the day. We'll come back here tomorrow morning. The players, they have been playing well. So a wonderful game earlier where the Virginia Bears, they won that game by 9 wickets. They chased a total of 158 runs for victory. They take that game home quite comfortably.
And as we have talked about, Samp Army is they played in the they just came back from Abu Dhabi, where they were playing in that tournament, and they were pretty good. They came in third.
Oh, that's good because Odin Simit team won that tournament.
Yes, and so he was playing against quite a few of these other players right here. So Mohammed Ashhan is the new bowler, and he's streaming in to Saul Bollinger. And okay, seems as if the umpire is indicating to the bowler that he might be going into that area where it's could be warned. So Mohammed into Saul. Game earlier today was really slow. We're hoping they'll speed up the game a little bit. Once again, good line, good length, and Saul could only play that directly to the fielder at short, long on. So Saul has faced 5 ball and still only on 1. And, you know, with fielding restrictions, you really need to try to have a go at the bowlers.
Take some advantage. So that's that's the run. Takes the score to 10. If you're just joining us on maqtv.com, we want to say welcome and thank you for joining us. Samp Army taking first strike, and they're up against CVUCC.
Yes, and Samp Army does have quite a bit of international players on their team. Some truly aggressive players, including Andreas Gauss. He's faced 3 balls on 8 runs.
Well, you have been here since the start, which is on Monday, George. Seen lots of these players perform.
See how aggressive he is. Any mistakes a bowler makes to a player of Andrew Gauss caliber, he will certainly make the bowler pays. That was a slot ball, and once again, if you bowl slot ball to these players, what's going to happen? It's going to get slotted or slaughtered, whichever.
Yes, so I must say a big shout out to the ladies in the hair salon right there at Sharon Hair Salon. They're still joining us on maqtv.com and enjoying the game.
Wow, and that was as wide as you could bowl a ball. Mohammed Ashan, I guess he is trying to be very careful how he bowled to Andreas Gauss, and so he was really careful about where he pitches that ball, but it was truly extra wide, and the umpire had no choice but to call that. So it's 15 without loss from 1.4 overs. And Mohammed into Gauss. And same treatment.
It runs away to the boundary for 4. The boundaries are coming in. Once you make a mistake, you will be definitely punished. And so Gauss, he lifts that bat really high. and he will send you to the boundary 19 without loss, and we're in over number 2.
Yes. Gauss, I mean, is racing. He's on 16 from 5 deliveries. He's hit 4 boundaries already in his total. And Mohammed is being very careful how he bowls to Gauss.
Well, not careful enough. Did he get hands to it? Yes, managed to save another boundary. Just a run to end the over there, George. So Gus is on 17 from 6. What a good over. 10 runs from, well, 11 from the over.
Yes. He really is aggressive. He recognized that this is these are the overs with fielding restrictions, and you have to take full advantage of these overs, and therefore Gauss is his plan is to take full advantage of these overs, and hence he's 17 from 6.
Well, we have seen a big partnership here today, Herrera and Wiggins. They put on 136. That's a wonderful partnership to get their team over the line. A massive win, a 9-runs win, a 9-wicket win there for the Virgin Bears. That was a wonderful partnership, though, George.
Yes, it was. I mean, they truly was intended on winning that game. And so we have Praveen Kumar, who is the new bowler, and he bowls to Saul, whose plan basically is to rotate the strike and have Gauss have a go at all new bowlers to make sure that they're not comfortable. And so Praveen Kumar is definitely going to have to come up with a plan as to what he's going to do in facing Gauss.
Yes, he'll have to have a plan for sure. Is either he's going to keep things tight or pick a wicket.
Yes. So here comes Kumar.
It is 21 without loss, and we're in over number 3. They're going at 9.7, and the partnership is 21.
Yes.
Gauss and 18.
And yes, Saul is still trying to get off strike, so Gauss could have a go at Kumar, but that was wide down the leg. That was a wide down the leg side, and he's doing his best to ensure that Saul stays on strike. Continues to bowl good line, good length. Saul is not able to get it away, so they could rotate the strike.
So Kumar wouldn't mind breaking this partnership very early. So can't keep Gauss off strike for too long. Managed to get on strike now here, George.
Yes. Yes, Saul did everything he could to ensure that he got a single to get Gauss facing Praveen, and I guess Gauss was cold, so he's going to have to start trying to warm up back again, because he was able to just dab that down into the short thirdman, and he was unable to get off strike or to get a run. So here comes Praveen to Gauss. And he hit that with such power that the fielder tried his best to stop it, but was unable to cleanly field that one, and as a result, the batsmen were able to scamper through for a single.
So at the end of over number 3, the score reads 24 without loss.
Yes, and Gauss is on 19 from 9, and Saul Budinger is on 3 from 9, and but Andreas Gauss is back on strike, so which is what they would have been hoping for.
So 24 runs on the board. Samp Army taking first strike, and they're up against CVUCC.
So that Praveen just gave up 4 runs from that over. Quite economical.
So good delivery from Billing.
Yes, Dilpreet Billing, new bowler.
That's a nice shot. Has to get out of the way. That one crashes into the fence for 4. Score rushes to 28.
Yes, once again, any errors from on the part of the bowler, and Gauss is going to make them pay, and he is making, he's putting Dilpreet Billing on the pump to start. First ball was, he watches that one, but the second one, he put him, certainly put him under the pressure and had him, stroke it to the boundary for 4. But Dilpreet came back very nicely with the third ball.
You can see that he's an aggressive player.
And so Dilpreet Billings comes in again. And he stroked it into the cover region, but he hit it to the left of the fielder, who had to run around, and as a result they were able to get a single, but then they had an overthrow, and then they scampered through for a second. So they were able to get 2 on that. Gauss is making the most of this fielding restrictions. He's not letting the bowlers settle down at all.
Yeah, Gauss is from South Africa. He's just 29 years old.
So on the Saul, once again, trying his best to make sure rotate the strike. Had a single, good single.
So 32 runs on the board already. 4 overs completed. 8 runs.
Yep. So that was 8 runs from his over, Dilpreet. And Kumar to continue.
Seems as if the stump has been disturbed there, but he's safe.
That was a good field, good throw, and Andres Gauss was quite lucky to make it back
in time.
And so Praveen Kumar continues. His first over yielded only 4 runs. But this time, it was once again a slotted ball, and any slotted ball is gonna get slotted or slaughtered. And
well, it
clearly,
has. It's gone for
happened.
A huge one there, George.
Yes. Way over the boundary.
Gus, he's on 26 from 14. Saul, he's on 10 from 12. First delivery was a dot, and second one was a massive 6, 38 without loss in 4.2 overs. Well, it seems to go for it again. It's in the air, and it's gone over the top for a repeated 6.
Back-to-back 6s. So Saul decided that he's going to get into the act.
Well, he's in the party now.
Yes, into the act. Back-to-back 6s, massive 6s.
Yeah. So 12 runs already from the over. The score moves on up to 44. So they're putting the bowlers under some pressure here. Good comeback from Kumar.
And that will not be a good, that will definitely is not good, because Saul continues his onslaught.
Runs away to the boundary for 4.
Yes.
Well, it's a 48 runs partnership here. I mean, at the end of this over, they take a break and Ivor will come in.
So after 4 balls, 2 6s and a 4.
So that makes it 16 runs. So he's on a go now. Wanted to go over the top, but that didn't get quite well on the back there, George.
Yes, hit it straight to the fielder at back at square leg. Yes, at short square leg. It was quite lucky. The bowler was. Once again, 3 dot balls in that over and 3 massive run scoring shots. 2 6 and a 4. 16 from that over.
Indeed. So at the end of over number 5, the score reads 48 without loss. I take a change in the commentary box. Ivor will come. George, where are you running to, George?
Oh, it's okay. So, change in commentary. Ivor will join me for a stint here to continue, see how well the Samp Army is going to treat the CVUCC bowlers.
Yes, well, good to be back, George, and what can I say here now? The Army is marching on to 49 without loss, and we have seen some lovely cricketing shots, some pretty strokes. My word, you would not believe it's a 2020 match with some of the strokes that you've seen here on display this evening.
And once again, Saul is have decided that he's no longer going to be quiet. He's going to be as aggressive as Andres Gauss. And he's now on 21 from 17.
Yes, well, Gauss has looked the part. Samp Army, no stranger to these parts. They've been coming and coming and coming. The 50's on the board. So the 50 comes up in over number 6. So they've set a platform. And he's driving. And can't get past the extra cover. Was it in and out? Seems if a player's down, he's injured.
Oh, yes, definitely a player is down.
I think it went into his shin.
Yes, he's
probably have a look at that
clearly
again.
indicating that the ball hit him in that tender area where everyone knows when something happens, you are going to have an issue.
Let's have a look. Flighted, driving. And he got an awkward bounce there as he went down. Sacrificed his body there to save 4 runs for his team. So he took one for the team.
Yes, he did. He absolutely took one for the team. And I'm sure Dilpreet is very appreciative that his cover fielder gave up his body to stop that boundary. And Billings is again into Gauss. Once again, they have that region packed, and Gauss was unable to penetrate that packed area.
So dots are building here. We have some 4 in a row. So I came in just 2 runs from that over. We had an incident. Player is still on the field though. He didn't get off with treatment or anything. But just 2 runs coming from that. 4 dots on the trot.
Maybe they could tell us. And so where it seems as if player needs some treatment, and waited until it was the end of the over to get that treatment.
No. Yes, indeed. Well, CVUCC would have won the toss and elected to field first. We have seen an array of stroke play so far in this inning in its infancy, just 6 overs, and 50 is on the board. We have seen the highest runs in the power play today, 66, with 66 for 1 today.
Yes.
So now they realize some 50, not too far off, but the platform has been set. So
and it's Jatinder, the new bowler.
And he's swinging this one, and he's going to get good money, good value for money there.
Yes, and Saul have decided that he is going to be aggressive. Anything that's given, he's going to take.
Yeah, he just pivoted and swung. The cameraman was in a spot of bother there for a while as the ball was coming into his area. But all is well, that ends well. 54 for no loss.
Jatinder Mathuro under pressure for the first ball.
So
and so Jatinder in again to Saul.
yeah, this is the final match of the day's play. Gonna be 3 and out. First inning. If you're just coming on to view, you're viewing, of course, on MAQ TV, and we're happy that you kept company. But again, bring along a friend with you when you're coming. Be reminded that this is the 14th edition of the US Open is being played right here at the Broward County Stadium in the beautiful city of Lauderhill. Let's go ahead and say good evening to Virgil 007. He takes pride in hearing the name Lauderhill. He worked tireless to get this stadium, or to get this park, especially where cricket was concerned. This is his city. He lives in this city. Mr. Virgil Francis.
You seem to be going at a somewhat of a slow pace consistently with these games. And so much space out there in the on the onside that all the batter has to do is tap it into that area, and they're assured of a run. So, Jatinda, so far, 0.3. And that was smashed into the mid-wicket region. However, just a single.
Well, George, 7 runs from the over 57 without us, and they're at 6.4 overs. So they have been going pretty well at 8.6 runs and over. 2 extras already. Nice shot there. Will it run away to the boundary?
And
yes, it does.
Yes. Gauss is, once again, he is going to make you pay for loose balls. And if you bowl short and not fast enough, when he has time, he's going to put the ball exactly where he wants to put the ball, and he's going to get something positive out of that. So Andreas Gauss, he's on 32 from 21. Once again, here comes.
Well, he can't believe he did. Went on to the stump. 12 runs from the over. 7 overs completed. 62 without loss. Going at the current run rate at 8.9.
And once again, that's a healthy run rate. Healthy. Extremely healthy run rate, especially since they have not yet lost a wicket.
Yes, indeed. 2020 cricket at its best. US Open, 62 for no loss. These guys are really pumped, looking for the win. Samp Army, they're marching on. 62 without loss. And the CVU, they would have won the toss, decided they're going to field first. I guess they want to do the chasing. So far, they've been chasing leather. Not a bad over there so far. Had some 12 runs as far as the Samp Army is concerned. That's a good over for them. The CVU, I don't think that they're going to be too happy giving away 12 runs and over from here on in.
Saul Badinger is on 27 from 20.
Yeah, wait. When you move it, so it's out because it coming to the ear. Stroking this one nicely with soft hands into the cover sweeper region just for a single. So good partnership has been building here between these two. All of 63.
Yes. Saul is on 27 from 20. Andrew Gauss is on 34 from 23.
This one is playing it into the onside. Not timing it as he would have liked, but it gets 2 nonetheless. Was a relaxing 2 as 2 fielders converge on that. And the deep mid wicket was the one who got there first. So we have 3 boundary riders in the onside. Wide long on, deep mid wicket, and a deep backward square leg. Puts in our bowls, and this time he's going high. Does he have the distance? He has the height. And let us see.
It appears as if it's, yes, the umpire is signaling 4.
Yes, so there was a fielder getting down there, but it was aerial, had a lot of height in it. Let's see where it would have fell. Just inside the rope. Just inside. So 69 is on the board. 1969. A lot of things would have happened then. And this time he's going even one better. He's going to go all the way this time. For 6.
And it's Saul Budinger who is has decided he's going to take on Dilpreet. And back-to-back boundaries, a 6 and a 4.
And it seems as if, look at his back foot, where he's coming here. It's raised, but we have to look at his back foot there. He's pulling from wide of the crease. So the umpires have to be mindful of that. His back foot should not be touching that crease, that marking. He's bowling from wide out there. This time he bowls inside. There he's going after him again for another maximum. There you go. Scorers. A book. Half a dozen, please.
Saul is raced to 45.
Yeah, he has outdone Goud so far. Goud is on 34 from 23. He played some lovely stroke. But now Belinja is under charge.
19 from the over. So it's 81 without loss from 8 for 10.1 run rate. Very, very healthy run rate.
And made only 7 overs done and dusted. 8 overs done and dusted.
Samp Army is proven to be quite hard to handle. They're being an army.
Well, I'm sure you'll soon hear the band strike up. Left, right, the government boots, the government boots. Yeah, so again, the CVU would have won the toss and elected to field the first. So they may very well look at last night's inning with the team chasing down 194. That was a good match, the match of the tournament so far. So maybe they would want to emulate that feat. Outside the off stump, he's cutting and getting it past the point. And goes down the boundary for 4. That was a bad misfield there.
Races into the boundary. Andres Gauss.
But he has played some lovely offside strokes. Here again, he's just hitting the upper portion of the bat, if I may say, but it was well placed.
And he's raced to 38 from 24.
Now the race is on to see he will get to 50 first. 2 strike away for Gouch. Let's see if he's going to go gung-ho. No, he's playing a lovely shot outside the off stump. He's going on to cover sweeper. Would it take the arm on? No. As the throw comes in, a good one. 1 bounce to the wicket keeper. So he goes on to 39. So the wages are going around the park. Who would get to the 51st, if any one of them? And again, there's another side bet. Who is going to take the first wicket? Who would be the first victim? Would it be Belinja or Gouch, if any? Could we see these two batting through the 20 overs?
And they are playing that they have decided to put the pump onto the bowlers.
Into the offside, he's crashing this one, but there's coverage there. So Kimberly's looking into her crystal ball to see who would get to the 50 first. I cannot get a stump, you know. I guess I'm not a good wicket keeper. I tried to stump her since the Legends tournament, and I just can't get Kimberly's stump at all. She's just staying in a crease. According to Mr. McKenzie, she stays in a crease. Every question I ask her, the one I thought she would have missed when I asked her, name the 2 captains who would have lifted a trophy in a world competition for the West Indies. I know she would have gotten Sir Clive Lloyd, but when she told me Darren Sammy, she stumped me.
Why? I thought that would have been an elementary sort of question. Thought everybody knew that. At least I thought every West Indian knew that. Even I knew that.
Are you for real? And I thought that was the hardest question I could come up with.
Oh, even I knew that.
Well, I have to search for another question, one that I think is harder than that. I thought it was a hard one. Oh, this one is wide of the mark. It's going to be called on signal wide by the umpire. Rightfully so. Well, when you're getting beaten across the park, you have to stray sometimes.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yes. You have to remember those old expression, hiding the ball?
Yes, but this, I don't think he's hiding the ball. He's running away from the willow. So, Mathau, let's see. Outside the off stump, bang into the offside. There's runs here for him. It's going to be a relaxing 2. Didn't time it as well as he would have liked. He's asking a question, trying to get him out by the run-out route. So, Badinga is on 48. Just 2 away, 1 stroke away from the 50. We thought Andres Gouch would have been racing away to the 50 first because he looked the part. These 2 batters are trying to get to the 100 mark. Have we had a 100 partnership for the opening thing in this tournament so far? Don't think so. Bang into the offside, not timing. Yes, just 9 away from the century.
And there might have been, I have watched quite a few games, but I'm can't quite remember if there has. I'm not keeping stats on that, and my statistician is definitely not beside me. If my stats guy from New York, Dunga, was here, he would have quickly given me that information in a hurry.
Yeah.
Fact of the matter, if I'm looking at my phone, he might have been able to send it to me in a hurry and says, well, George, here it is.
Yeah, Lenny Archibald.
He has all that information at his fingertips.
No, he have it up in his head. No, it's in his brain. It's never going to leave him. That's Lenny Archibald. He'll be in tomorrow.
Yeah.
The man with the golden voice.
Yes, both Lenny and Len and Bennett were the 2 first real good commentators.
Bang down the ground, straight as an arrow. And he goes for 4. So we're still saying the wages are up. Who will get to the 50 first? Andres Gauss. He goes to 44. He's 1 stroke away from getting to that 50. Many people are saying that Andres would get there first. Kimberly was scratching her head. She said, I believe Badlinga. But let us see. We will watch and we will wait. Bang outside the off stump, and he's on the back foot. Cover sweeper gets in the way and prevent. They're going to be overthrows. Sloppy. There was no pressure whatsoever. The batsman already settled for 1. Just had to get the ball back into the bowler. And now he gives Gouch the chance to get the 50 before Badinga.
And so the wicketkeeper and the bowler are talking, trying to get him to settle down, because we're talking about 97 without loss.
He's stroking this one on the onside for a single. And this gives Saul Badinga the chance to get to the 50 first.
Yes.
He's on 48.
From 28, and Andres Gauss is on 47 from 29.
Yes, so 98. Which would come first? The 100 for the Samp Army, or the 50 for Badinga, or for Gouch?
And I am going to say the same.
Okay, here it is. It's 1 in the block hole, and the bowler puts his hand on his head, wondering how did that not get through to knock those stumps over.
Yes, Abhi Singh seems to be, he's pulled it back slightly. Let's see, this is the last ball, and he's
driving into the offside, so 2 dots on the trot, and he's not getting that 50. It's like you did all the hard work to get to 48, and now the 2 runs They're eluding him at this time.
But he still has to bowl this last ball.
Yeah, this last ball. Oh, and here it is. It's a wide, as a matter of fact.
No, he did. Oh, it was a wide?
Yeah, it was a wide. He tried to get some bat onto it, but he was flirting with danger because the third man is up in the circle. He could have easily get in it, and there's a backward point. And this time he's going after this one. Just going to get a single. So he's not going to get it to 50, which going to give him a chance to get the 50.
100. It is 100 because the wide and the single made it 100 before either one of them got their 100, their 50.
Yes, so the 100 is on the board, and you said it was going to be even, so you would have lost your bet.
Yes, but here is what my next prediction will be. They're going to make 210.
210.
Yes.
Okay. Well, it's the end of 10. You want to come?
So we'll have a change in commentary. Here is Kim.
Yes, indeed. Well, folks, we're here on the lights, the last match of the 4th day's proceeding. And we have the CVU. They're coming up against Samp Army. Samp Army was inserted in to bat. They were told you have to take the first knock because we are going to field. We are going to be bowling to you, 100 without loss. And again, like I said, this competition is of a high standard. And we have to give the curator kudos.
Some correction on the board there. Samp Army, they're at 99 at the end of 10 overs. It's a Saul, he's on 48 from 30 deliveries. Gus is on the 100 he made a correction back. It's 100 now. Gus is on 47 from 29 deliveries. Singh back in the attack after his first over went for 9 runs. Well, this is an opening pair partnership of 100 runs. We're seeing double 100 partnership here today. Ava. It's a beautiful delivery. Racks him on the pad. Singh goes up. But the index finger of the umpire stays down.
And that's the finger that matters. Clearly outside the leg stump. Clearly outside the leg stump. It says Singh bowling in a turban. Yeah, Kulvinder Singh. He reminds me of Bedi bowling in a turban for India back in the 70s. Bishan Bedi. You're too young to know that, Kimberly. Yes. This time he's going after him. This is 50. Well-deserved 50 for the young man.
Well, the applaud is coming from the dressing room of the Samp Army teammates, players. It's 101 runs partnership as well. And the 50 comes up for Sal. Gus is on 47.
And we've heard some dogs barking, some puppies. It's the 101 Dalmatian. About, whoa, 101. Yes.
So 10.2 overs gone. George predict 210 runs. Well, this is a game of glorious uncertainties, and anything can happen. Maybe a 1 or 2 wickets can change the game, or they can continue on this path and get to the 210, as George said.
Well, what continues to happen is that the Samp Army continue to march on. They've gone, worked their way to 102 without losing a wicket, without even giving a chance. So, could we see these two batters bat through the 20 overs? Singh again outside the off stump. He's slashing this one into the offside. A bit of a misfield there. Fumble overthrows. No.
Well, the fielder managed, because that was slashed with some power, managed to throw his body behind the ball. They only get a run, and they're going at 9.7 runs and over. 103 with a loss.
Singh with his left arm over the wicket, and he's stroking this one. The onside, knocked wrong by Singh. Yes, no, yes, no. For the first time, a bit of a mix-up. Man, a direct throw would have been interesting there. Yes, for the first time, they were undecided about taking a single. Here it is. He was looking at the stroke. Yes, no, yes, no. Singh with his own bowling. Yes, he would have been a goner. good camera work as usual. Want to big up the production crew there, Warren Lalman and his crew. They're behind the scenes. Oftentimes, they go unnoticed. This time he's punching a full toss off his pads. He's getting one. They're turning for two, and they'll get it comfortably in the end.
So 11 overs gone, 4 extras. Current run rate is 9.6. A partnership of 106 runs. A wonderful opening partnership there. And just 6 runs coming from this over. They're going, maybe they can get to about 189 or so. Depends on the bowling that comes for the CVUCC. Samp Army, they're marching on to victory. Well, it's not victory time yet, but they're marching to get a pretty good score on the board that they can defend and march on to victory.
Yes, well, could we see the first century, or can we see 2 centuries in the same game here in this high-profile tournament? Well, we'll watch, we will wait, and we shall see. So one away from his 50s, playing this one back along the track, well fielded there by the ball himself. He's batted beautifully. He has batted well for 49. Comes ball. And this time he's going aerial into the onside, and he's going to get 4 runs. Cameraman again was in the spot of bother, and that's his 50. 50 for the young man.
Well, they're applauding him as well. Good knock. Good partnership. He was going great guns from the get-go. Well, he has maintained a good mindset and focus and control his thoughts and get over the half-century line. Both him and Saul, they're playing wonderful game there. 110 without loss, and in 11.2 overs, he swings and swings
he gets
hard.
a chance. It was goalkeeper's fashion where he was hitting it over the crossbar. He was hit with some power, but at any time you get anything where you can pull up a wicket, you have to take it. Have to stand on 1 feet.
It's a Nelson.
It is on the board. The Nelson is on the board, and it means you have to stand on 1 foot.
Well, umpire Lindo will need to stand on 1 foot there.
Yeah, well, he has to concentrate. This time outside the off stump, he's slashing into the offside. Long off comes into play. He's just a single. And as Kimberly said, the party will start in the 15th over. And these two would want to be there. Having set the table, having set the platform, they would want to be there to be in the party, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, they want to be for the happy hour as well.
6 runs from the over. Singh.
Oh, you're getting cheeky. They're taking it from outside the off stump. So they're taking the time. They're under lights here at the Broward County Stadium. They've worked their way to 112. Having sent into bat. Outside, oh no, that one is wide of the off stump, but not wide enough to be called wide. That's the end of the over. Umpire Jermaine Lindo says it's a fair delivery. You could have get some willow onto that. You didn't, so it's a dot that goes into the scorer's book. 112 for no loss, which indeed is the latest score here at the Broward County Stadium.
Right here in the city of Lauderhill. So both batsmen, they're on 54. So Saul, he's on 54 from 36 deliveries. Both of them, they have faced 36 deliveries, and they are at 54 each. The current run rate is 9.3. A good opening partnership of 112 runs. Good going. I wonder if they can get to 150 before the partnership has been broken. If they can break this partnership. So Singh. Move across. Seems he wanted to go up there, but made some connection to the bat.
Yeah, we're trying to find a fault for the creator, but I just can't find anything to say about this pitch that can put him in a bad light. What can you say?
Milton?
Mm-hmm. What can you say?
Well, he has done a fantastic work. I wonder what he used to hold the clay together, because so many games have been played. The last time we were here, nice shot in the dark sky, hits and hits hard. It is gone all the way for a massive 6. What a shot!
Yeah, down the ground. Let's look at this. Have a look. Singh coming in for some rough treatment. So while Singh is doing the singing, the Willow is doing the talking. He races up to 60. That's Andres Gouds. He has gone past Bodinga, who is stuck there on 55 for quite some time. He has become a spectator. Both batters are batting on 37 deliveries. And I guess that they're going to be... Oh, this time he's playing opening this. Yes, no, again, yes, no. And there it is again. The fielding in trying to avert a run out has been found wanting. So we had a chance going to beg in there. It was a hard one in the last over. But nonetheless, 120 for no loss.
This is a big partnership. We saw a partnership of 136 runs earlier between the Virginia Bears and Tampa Tigers, doing some foot movement. Then managed to get a run, and 136 runs from that game. And now we have an opening partnership of 121 runs. So we have 200 partnership here in today's game.
Yes, and today being the 4th day of this 9-day competition. Tomorrow begins day number 5. We hope that you'll be joining us on the MAQ TV. Bang! This one goes over the backward square leg for 6.
Well, that's a bang, bang shot there, Ivor. He punishes it, not taking any chance at all. It is gone. It is 127 without loss.
Yeah, good pickup there, good bat speed, and he just placed it well, and he just decided nonchalantly, I'm going to hit a 6. These guys are like picking mangoes from, or picking some low fruits, some low-hanging fruits. They make it look so easy.
15 runs from the over so far.
Yes, 2 maximum in this over so far, and 3 singles. And he's stroking this one nicely off the pads for a single out to the mid-wicket region. So Singh is singing for his supper.
13 overs completed. The score reads 128 without loss. A wonderful partnership here, going at 9.8 runs and over 4 extras from the game. Well, Samp Army, they're putting CVUCC under some pressure here, making them work. They're playing them right around the ground.
Yes, but these both batters, they're sharing the lifting, which is a good thing. Many times you saw, yesterday we saw, what's his name again?
Tucker.
Tector. He did the heavy lifting all by himself to make sure that his team got over the hurdle. But in this inning, Bodinga and Gouch, they're both taking the Army and putting them in good stead. This time into the offside. Extra cover gets in the way. Once you got past him, he would have been in good business there.
And you know, I've looking at both batsmen, they're really enjoying their batting.
Oh.
They're having a go. That's a nice one, a nice shot in the arc of Gus, and he punishes that one. It is gone over the road for a huge 6. What a shot!
Look at this. His toe almost got in the way of the ball. His toe almost hit his toe. Look at this. Bang! Almost hit his toe. That's how short it was. And he got the treatment. It was long hop. You call that a long hop. And he's got the treatment. Outside the off stump, looping again. And this one is going to go very close to the boundary. And well stopped there in the deep. Should have done better with that. It was a full toss outside the off stump. Now they're going to push back. An extra cover.
Well, Gus, he moves up to 75 from 43 deliveries. You can see his intention to march up to a century. And so he's just behind him as well. He's on 56 from 38. Whips that one. Just for a run. 8 runs now from the over.
Yes, he moves on to 57. He's been left standing there while Andres Gouts would have motored along to 75 from just 43 deliveries. But no need to worry. The partnership has been building nicely, and we're even with the top score of partnership, 136. Oh, that's a full toss, and he's going to go out of here.
Well, it is out of here for sure. So it seems as if that is, I don't know if he needs to join. The ball is kind of wet.
Let's see for height. Let's check on height. It was dipping, and the square umpire thought it was a fair delivery. The batter would have questioned it and asked for a free hit, but batting this well, who needs a free hit? He races on to 81. He was just stuck on 48, 49, and he's going after him again, down the ground for 4. And it's meat and drink here for these two batters, especially Andres Gouts. Once he would have gone past his 50, he raced up to 85. Quick, fast, and in a hurry.
At the end of 14 overs, the score reads 146. Without loss, they're going at 10.4 runs and over. 4 extras. Gus is on 85. Salah, he's on 57. No time. He's not wasting no time. He's making use of those loopy delivers. Seems as if it's a bit wet. The dew is coming down.
So when are you going to make the prediction?
Of the total?
Yes, I would want to hear that.
Well,
George said 210.
Yeah, well, they're going to get definitely pretty well 200. Can't say how much is 200 though. 200 and plus or 200 plus. But they're marching towards that total, as George said, 210.
Well, let's do the new math. 200 and a little bit, or 200 plus, or 200 and a lot?
200 plus.
200 plus. And that's your final answer?
Yes.
You're sticking to your story?
I had said 185, but they're marching up to 200 plus.
Oh, no, 185. I think Gouch is trying to get to 185 for himself. Well, change of bowling. Singh is off, and we have no Ashan into play, and he flicks this one off the pads, goes down to the deep backward square leg for a single, and the aggressive Gouch is on strike. 15 away from the first century of this 14th edition of the US Open. And Kimberly, did you know that George would have witnessed all of the 14 US Open that has been played?
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
That's good.
What's good about it?
For him to be here.
To be a witness?
Yeah.
Okay. He's
From
a
the
living
beginning
witness.
till now.
He is a living witness. And Lenny Archibald would have only missed one. Just one. Being in the come box. He's been here for all of them. Except one outside the off stump. It was wide of the mark, but he decided he's not going to put the wicket keeper in play. He took him out of play and get some willow on it and says no dots from here on in.
Talking about dots, though, Ivor, you hardly see any dots. They put bat to ball, even trying to get just one, rotating the strike and keeping the scoreboard ticking. You can see it is really evident there that Salhi's on 58 from 40. Gus is on 86 from 46 deliveries. That's gone in the night sky. It's up in the night sky. Will it be taken?
No, dropped.
Dropped. Well, it's dark. It's night. And the lights are on.
Yeah, well, should have taken that, though. He had enough time to get around. He got there. By the time he got there, it was low, though. It would have been a shoestring catch. But
so this is 150 runs partnership.
yes, the first of this tournament. So Badinga, he goes to 60. And I'm sure he's going to try to wheel the willow. So you said the party starts right after now, and he wants to be there for that. This time he's going big. He's gone out of here. Another US Open maximum.
That's a big one, as you said there, Ivor.
Let's look at it on replay. Just a swing of the bat, nonchalantly just say, let's whip this one away. And away she goes into the night sky. And of course, folks, we're under lights here at the Broward County Stadium in the beautiful city of Lauderhill.
Well, 156 runs partnership. So he's on 66 from 42.
Yes, well, Mohammed Hashan is under the pump. Let's see what he'll do with this one. Oh, this one is dragging it down and he's tugging it from off to leg. It's getting just a single. So keeping strike. If a dot or a 4 or a 2 were to realize with this last delivery. So
11 runs from it so far.
Yes.
1 delivery to go. 10.6 is the run rate.
And Andrew Scouts, I'm pleased with his batting. Easy in the eyes. He's looked really, really good from the onset. Played some lovely cover drives. Here he is now. He's settling in. This time he's stroking this one into the offside again. Beautifully knocked down there. And they're going to be settling for 1.
And the 15th over comes to an end. The score reads 158 without loss. So Gus is on 87 from 47 deliveries. Solly is on 67 from 43 deliveries, going at a run rate of 10.5 runs. This is a massive partnership. A partnership of 158 runs on the board.
And I'm going to leave you in the capable hands of Boy George, or should I say George. I'm going to call it George for this inning, and I'll be back for the one chase.
158. 10, 12 runs from the over. Hassan back in the attack. So 159, George said he predicted 210. Well, they looked as if they're marching on to that. Welcome back, George.
Thank you. And these two batters, they really have put the bowlers under a lot of pressure. They really have. And they had a good plan, and they have stuck to their plans.
Oh, yes. Well, launches that one. Will it be taken? Gone. The partnership of 159 has been broken. Saul played a wonderful innings. He's gone for 67. A comfortable catch in the deep. Sends Saul back to the dressing room to cool himself down. Been there for over an hour now. And the partnership has been broken. 159 for 1 in over number 16, George.
And did you see that smile? That's somewhat of a little smirk on the fielder's face when he took that catch. As if to say, well, I mean, not tonight. We're not going to let you both bat all 20 overs. Let's see what you're going to do. But it was certainly an awesome partnership, 159. But at the same time, Andreas Gauss is still at the crease, and now they have the hard-hitting Gareth Delaney, Irish player, or English player, sorry, who will be at the crease, and so he'll also be going great guns. Great guns to finish this off, because you do have 4.4 overs to go, and so they'll definitely be trying for the 200.
Yes, definitely. He's an Irish cricketer there, George.
Yes, yeah, Gareth Delaney, yes, he's the Irish cricketer. I did Google him earlier, and he is part of the Irish team. Yeah, he did play in the US, he did play in the World Cup, and at one point he did make quite a bit of runs. So he'll be going, there'll be no holding back.
Well, he played the ODI format and he played the T20 format.
Yes.
So a wonderful partnership has been broken. There are 159 runs for the fall of the first wicket. It's at 160 now. Delaney, he's off the mark right away. Yes, so you could have seen a sigh of relief on the CVUCC players after Sal walks back to the dressing room for a whopping 67 runs there, George.
Yeah, but they're hoping though to have Andreas Gauss out, because they know he'll be going after the score. And look at that shot. I mean, that reverse sweep, and it's all the way to the boundary. And Andreas Gauss will now have tied the high score for this tournament, which is 92, made by the former U.S. captain, who also made 92.
Will he be looking to surpass that now? He's a 92 from 50 deliveries. Kumar in his third over.
And yes, I mean, Andreas Gauss will have now made the highest score in this year's tournament. So after 16 overs, score is 165 for 1. Andreas Gauss is on 93 from 51, and Gareth Delaney is on 1.
Yep, so 93, so he surpassed the former USA captain, 92 runs there,
Yes,
George.
he made 92.
Yeah, well, you can see, well, if we had a wagon wheel up, well, the batsmen between Sal and Gus, they have put the bowlers right around the field. They played some nice shots. They went over the top for some sixes and some fours as well, and they worked their ones and twos. They played beautiful cricket,
And it's
sensible cricket.
Jatin and
It's in the night sky. The fielder comes up. Will it be taken? It seems as if he puts it down. Could not hold on to it. They managed to get the run. That would have been the wicket that they have wanted, George.
Yes, it was. That was Andreas Gauss who hit that ball into the night sky, and Jatinder, you could see how upset he borders on showing depression from not getting that important wicket of Andreas Gauss that was easily put down.
Well, the keeper managed to hold on to it, and Jatinder, a sigh of relief. The man, Gus, he's gone for a whopping 93 runs. Well, they didn't take the catch earlier, but the keeper managed to hold on to that one. A beautiful catch there. It was drifting away from him, had to make the stretch, and look at Jatinder. He's relieved. The second wicket has fallen. Gus is gone for 93 from 53 delivers. The score reads 162 for 5.
And I guess what has happened was that when he hit the ball in the air, he was so sure the player was going to take the catch, they never bothered to run. Which you know, that's more a little bit like schoolboy cricket.
Yes.
I mean, we both know not everybody takes a catch. So typically you're supposed to run.
Right.
Run, and had he run, he would not be out, because he would have actually had another run to his total, and it would have been a different batter who would have been facing the bowler. But I guess that's part of cricket. So he ended up not making a century.
So, George, 2 wicketers fallen in 16.2 overs. Do you think they will still get to the 210? You have 2 new batters at the crease.
Well, you know, I am confident that these 2 batters, you know, Delaney and Mustafa, you know, they're certainly gonna go at the bowling. You know, I was a little bit surprised that Mustafa, you know, is playing a stroke. You know, I mean, soft hands. You know, maybe he's trying to get Delaney on strike.
Maybe. So 10.1 is the current run rate. Still maintaining a 10 runs there, George, and it's 16.3 overs, 166 runs on the board, 8 wickets to go. So they pretty well can get to 210, as you said.
Yes, and they certainly shouldn't be resting on their laurel. I mean, last night, after all, the team chased down 190 plus with balls to spare. And so Delaney, Delaney, I'm not sure what's going on here. So Jatinda into Delaney, and you know, they're certainly not taking what's being offered. They're ambling through, you know. They've had the opportunity to have more than one single at least twice, and they didn't take him. They took, you know, one single, so they're now up to a 167 for 2 from 16.5 overs. So they have fallen below the 10 runs per over. They're now 9.9.
Well.
So as you can see, Mustafa is playing strokes. You know, you'd have thought that they would have, I guess they don't have one of those big hitters.
Well, yes, I guess they would have picked up where Saul and Gus left off.
Yes.
Because they had played enough stroke there. 168 for 2 at the end of 17 overs. You said the current run rate now is 9.9. A partnership of 3 runs extras, 4 extras coming in.
Yes, I hope that this team isn't thinking that 168 is more than enough runs. I've seen twice team have chased down high scores in T20. So you know, resting on your laurel is not a good way to go when it comes to T20. Take whatever you're given. You still have 3 overs to go. You still need to try to get, you know, somewhere in 10 runs per over. At least try to get over 200 because you can. You've only lost 2 wickets.
Yes. So Singh back in the attack, bowling his final over 30, making that 32 runs from 3.1 overs, being punished right across the ground between the opening pair.
And so it's Delaney who is now facing Singh.
169 for 2 with 2.5 overs to come. Can they get to the 210 as George predicted? I had said to Ivor 185, pretty close to 100. So they have gotten a good start to continue and to march up to the 210. But it seems as if they're not going to continue where Saul and Gus left off. There, the run rate dropped to 9.8 after it was at 10.2 or 10.1.
Yeah, at one point I think it was 10.4.
Yes.
They really had it going, and with you've only lost 2 wickets, so I am a little bit surprised they are not being more aggressive. But they must have a plan.
Wanted to try the reverse sweep there, George.
Yes, and
Did it make
completely
contact?
miss. No, they miss completely. So from this over, 3 balls, 2 runs.
So Singh, he's happy that the opening pair gone. Ball 3.3 overs, so 33 runs. Not to say the bowlers didn't try. They bowl well, direct hit. The stumps lit. The third wicket is down. What a beautiful return to disturb the stumps. The third wicket's down. The score reads 170 for 3 in 17.3 overs.
Yes, and I'm really surprised at the manner in which Samp Army is going about this. They're just ambling. You know, they're just ambling. There's no intent, no. You know, it's as if they're thinking, oh yeah, we have 171,
and that's okay.
It's good enough.
Well, the more runs they get on, the board will be good for them. Because we saw where 158 wasn't good in the previous game. 185 was set on the board. Well, that team managed to win the game earlier today. So Johnson Charles, very experienced batsman, played for the West Indies, represent a number of teams. Surprisingly, he's also an opener.
Yes, it's very surprised that he's batting this late.
Yeah.
But Johnson Charles, and he is aggressive. So you would have quite surprised about Johnson Charles batting after Mustafa if they were trying to get to the 200 mark.
Yes, so he played for West Indies, he played for Barbados, played for Talawas, the Gladiators, and that one runs away to the boundary for 4. Mustafa knows that they have to get to the 200 mark. Maybe Johnson Charles comes out with a message to say, have a go. We have wickets, let's have a go.
Yes, and at least that was a different intent. You know, they had 9. They had, at least they got 9 from this over. You know, which isn't so bad.
Right.
Which isn't so bad, but it's certainly surprising. You know, from the opening pair, you know how the next 2 batters approach. Their approach was so different.
Yes.
So different. You'd have thought they would have been just as intense, just you know, continue with the intensity to ensure that they have a significant score somewhere in the 190 plus. Yeah. And they still probably will more than likely get that, but you know.
Well, Johnson Charles goes for it already. A man in the deep. 18.1 overs gone.
Well, you could tell and know that Johnson Charles was never going to be one to rest on his laurel and simply be, you know, playing for singles. Mm-hmm. He was going to go at it, have a go at it, so to speak.
Right.
So Jatinda is in his 4th over and scores 178 for 3 after 18.1 over. So let's see how Mustafa continue.
Take some edge. That was a catch. That was an opportunity for a wicket. Couldn't hold on to it. Jatinda can't believe the fielder didn't hold on to it. He's upset. umpire is talking to him.
Did he throw the ball to the fielder
Yes.
at that behind him?
Yes.
It's certainly, you know, I've witnessed somewhat of a kid's tantrum from some of these players.
Moves across, spot that. He saw Johnson Charles coming across, so he just takes some pace off that. Tinder picked up the wicket of Goss.
Yes, that was that was good thinking. You know, take some pace off. 179 for 3, 18.3. Still could get to 200.
You know, George, I'm wondering, such a hard hitter and aggressive batsman as Johnson Charles, I'm wondering why didn't he bat at number 3? He swings and misses.
Yes. Maybe he needed a little bit more time. And they probably, you know, because he's swinging and missing, so let's keep going. He's faced 3 ball for only 1 run, so.
It's a nice shot. The fielder, well, he managed to put hand, but it wasn't enough. It crashes into the fence for 4.
Which is exactly how Johnson Charles will bat. He's going to hit the ball with power. And that was smashed with power.
Yes, it was. The score moves on to 183 for 3 in 18.5 overs. Run rate is at 9.7. This partnership is a 12 runs partnership. Well, he lose out on that one. And that's the end of the 19th over. 183 for 3. So 6 runs coming from the over. Rohan Masufta will face the final over. Johnson Charles is saying, just rotate the strike. I'll have a go.
Yes, and I'm still, you know, very shocked at where the score is now. 183 for 3 after the openers had done such a tremendous job of setting the platform, and to see that they're still only at 183, 9.6, because they were well over 10.
Yeah, you said at one point it was 10.4. Hassan?
And yes, Mohammed Hassan will be bowling the final over. He has bowled 2 overs for 23, and so he'll be bowling to Mustafa, Rohan Mustafa. And here he comes, streaming in to Rohan Mustafa. And he hit that, and it's rolls into the boundary. The fielder tried his best to stop it, but was unable to do so. And as a result, Rohan was able to collect a boundary from that.
Well, he's having a go. It's a final over. No need to be playing stroke. Just have a go. And the score reads 187. As you said, you predicted 210. 5 legal deliveries to complete the 20th over. Can they get to that 210, George?
It doesn't seem quite as possible anymore, because that would require 23 from the last 5. And
well, that's not impossible. It runs away to the boundary for 4. So 8 runs from 2 deliveries already, George. The score march up to 191 for 3. After they lost their first wicket at 160. 159, 160 thereabout.
yes, they did, you know, they did do pretty well. But for the last 4 balls, they should at least be able to get over the 200 mark.
Rohan
Mustafa is facing Mohammed Ashan.
Yeah, he's a 19 from 10. 8 it comes across. And so that made that 9 runs now from 3 deliveries. It's the Johnson Charles who can be destructive. I have 3 legal deliveries to face. What can he do to help get to your target, George, of 210? It's 192 for 3. Can they get back the current run rate to 10 with 3 deliveries to go? Or will it still
it's
remain
possible. It is very 3 balls. They should be able to get 8 runs from the 3 balls. With Johnson Charles facing, he should be able to get 8 runs. That's a wide.
They will take those as well. 193 for 3.
Yes, still have 3 balls to get 7. Still has 3 balls to get 7 runs.
Well, maybe they can get more than the 7 there, George. So it's 9.9 is the current run rate. Picked up there by Singh. Hustle for the second. Managed to get home.
And just get 2. So Johnson Charles has 2. It's 195.
2 legal deliveries to go to complete the 20th over. 9.9 is the current run rate. This partnership is a 24 runs partnership. Beats the man and it runs away to the boundary. He dives over that one, crashes into the fence for 4. The score marches on to 199 for 3 with a legal delivery to go.
Right. So at the very least, they will have the 10 run per over. They'll have the 199. So the fielding team will need 200 to win.
Well, they have a delivery to go, so let's see if this single will take them to 200 or the score will remain at 199.
And so Charles stroked that, and it's a definite 200. They are straight on 200. Charles was able to get a single on the last ball. So after 20, the Samp Army is straight up 200.
So that means CVUCC, they will need a 201 runs. A massive start there by Saul and Gus. Saul picked up 67 runs from 44 deliveries. Gus picked up 93 from 53. A beautiful innings there. They lost their first wicket for just 159 runs. CUV, they managed to pull back things because you predicted 210. Well, they fell short by 10 runs there, George. So let's see the bowling figures. So Singh was played right across the ground. All the bowlers, they were expensive there, George. Singh went for 40 runs, 10 runs and over. Hassan, 40 runs, 13.3 runs and over. Kumar, 27 from 3 overs, 9 runs and over. Billin, 29 from 3, 9.7. And Jatinda picked up a wicket for 31 from his spell. And Singh, 33 runs from 3 overs, that's 11. So look at the fall of the wickets. The first wicket went down at 159, the second one at 165, and the third one at 171. They managed to get 200 on the board after they were going great guns. You thought at one point they would have gotten 250.
At least 210.
Yes, so for now we take a break and then we come back with the reply from CVUCC.
In a short time.
Yeah.
MAQ Group is the real estate investment company. Our goal at MAQ Group is to provide you with the expertise and service you need to do business in today's complex market. More information visit maqtv.com. Our latest project for investment: Cedar Creek Road, Fayetteville, North Carolina at exit 49 on I-95, 4825 Windsor Place, Pomfret, Maryland, Charles County, 511 West Bridge Road, Fayetteville, Georgia, Fayette County.
Let's play with Usopen champion. I'll play, I know what it takes, how it feels to win. And I'll do it all till the sun goes down, and all through the night time. Oh yeah, let's play, give it all you got inside. Make the magic come out, make you feel alive. And this is the right time. Let's play. I put my arm on, show you how strong I am. I put my arm on, I'll show you that I am. I'm unstoppable. I don't lose, I come to win. I'm invincible. I'm the star, your champion. I'm so powerful. Hear me roaring to the wind. I'm so confident. Let's play with Usopen champion.
जोशो जुनून का काफिला रे सब आओ रे ओ छोड़ छाड़ दुनिया के काम मैदान में अब जुट जाओ रे हो आ गया
Great day for the cricket for USA. That, as you see in that thing, we are visiting ICC Academy in Dubai, and we have the host. We brought him here. Is Akbar, Ran Akbar, which is for the UAE team captains and also the play. And we have Randa, who came in also, is the VP directors on the Cricket Council USA. And we see the concept of the amazing stuff in cricket developing international skill-wise. That's exactly we need for the USA. If we say thank for you bringing me here for academy and show them a facility to us, and there will be growth for the cricket USA. Tell me about you've been here living so many years. How come you don't invite us to from the USA to come see it?
The cricket is in UAE. It's very long history, and it was my pleasure. You people came here. I have to show you people like what facility we are having. This is the best facility, even not here. If you walk anywhere, you will get beautiful grounds.
Yeah, but you never invite an USA. That's the question.
I
all
always
this year you're coming for the last 10 years.
I always ask you, but you never. You people was thinking, oh, everything is in USA.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I have to show you first, and then you can decide when you want to come. You're welcome. Always.
Thank you.
We'd love to host you.
Thank you for hosting here, and then you saw this thing up, and as a viewer, as a foreign in the cricket in USA, tell me what you have seen today, and we don't have any USA.
Yeah, what I've seen is an integrated sports academy having all 10 dimensions of any sport. You have a fitness center, you have a ground for practice, you have for games, you have indoor facilities, you have 5-star physiotherapy for injuries, we have a cafeteria. So what we have not seen in US is having all these 10 components in one location, where it's like a one-stop solution for cricket development and cricket program, where students and sportsmen can join and be part of this academy, maybe a 3-month academy or the whole year academy, depending on how serious they want to get into it. And this kind of facility will help next generation cricketers to compete at the international level, and one day we will even win a T20 games with all the major countries. And I see, before we retire and from the cricket, we want to see US cricket team winning one of the major tournaments, ICC tournaments.
What is winning? Want to be a champion for World Cup?
Yeah, we can try. Unless you start thinking, the formula I learned all my life is, first you need to imagine what you want to do or what you want to get in cricket. Second, you need to dream about it. Third, you need to talk about it passionately. And then last but not least, actions. Like today, it took us almost 15 years to get here. I think this kind of facility
So back to cricket, lovely cricket under the lights here at the Broward County Stadium, right here in the lovely city of Lauderhill, Florida. So Samp Army, they batted first. They made 200 runs, so the loss of 3 wickets from their allotted 20 overs. CVUCC, they are replying now. They need 201 runs for victory. Ivor, what's the take on this game?
It's going to be a good game. They won the toss and decided they'll field first, so they decided to chase twice, chase leather. Now they're going to be chasing runs. Here we go. First delivery outside the off stump. It's going to be a wide call there by umpire Jermaine Lindo. getting his exercise in. Who needs Jenny Craig when you can do umpiring? Bowlers are bowling wides and free hits and all the good stuff. Yes. So getting in his exercises. So they open the account with a wide. So extras are underway. And they need to keep the one weight up. Started over 10. Gouch batted beautifully. Another wide. So they would have batted beautifully, but he's off the mark. His radar is off. There's no problem with the no balls. It's your direction, young men. So extras are helping along the way, Kimberly.
Yes, so we're back here tomorrow morning. Game starts at 10 o'clock tomorrow. So you can join us back on MAQ TV. For those who are still watching, thank you. And those who are joining in just now, welcome. Another wide will be selected there. Don't know what's happening with Walker.
Well, he's running. His name is Walker. He is a Roman Walker. I don't think it has anything absolutely to do with the marking of the crease, with the footing. I just think he's probably to either bowl too fast or he just doesn't want to get close to the bat. And you know, the ironic thing is that he can bowl one right and the stump and get a wicket. Never fails. Oh,
well, that will go again for a wide. Well, if he's having trouble on this side, he needs to come around or come over the wicket.
Yeah, he said he's down in the pitch when he's bowling. If you can see a replay or something of that, and they can see what he's doing wrong. Maybe somebody can text in, if they can text to the camp and say, listen, this is your coach speaking, I'm viewing, and this is what you ought to be doing, and send the message out in a bottle. So he's...
Well, a bit of mix up there. Direct hit would have put him back in the dressing room.
Without facing a delivery.
Yes, Singh managed to get back. It is now 3 minutes after 8 here under the lights at the Broadwood County Stadium.
Yes, no. He would have been gone by a long shot. Oh, there it is. Played and missed. So the account has been opened up with 4 wides on the trot.
That was a dot.
Start with a dot.
Yes. So this is going to be an interesting game.
Oh, he's pulling. But there's a man down there in the deep backward square leg. So this one was back pitching. Batsman gets off the mark. That's Ryan Pathan. He's a right-hander. Now we have Navan Preet. Lucky to be there. Had a shy at the non-striker's end and he was found wanting. But there was a miss at the run-out chance. So CVU trying to get to 200 outside the off stump. He's playing it to the gully region and can't score. It's more of a backward point, as a matter of fact. So he swooped in on that one. When I looked up, he was there. I thought it was his fielding position. So this has been a pretty long over, all because of those 4 wides bowling the over, swinging a miss outside the off stump.
So very long overs come to an end there. So it's 5 without loss at the end of over number 1. They're chasing a total of 201 runs of victory. So the required run rate is 10.3 and they're going at 5.
Yes, they started under the gun. They have to make good use of the power play. And for the new listeners or those who need to be reminded, the power play is regarded as the first 6 overs. of the inning. It is a 20-20 over match. We always have to assume that someone new is listening or someone who is interested in the game. Now, for the first 6 overs, you can have no more than 2 fielders outside of the 30-yard circle. And those are painted on the field of play, 30-yard that goes around the infield. So, for this over, let's see, we're going to have Finan. So, Finan is going to be bowling with the third man and a deep backward square leg. Those are the 2 fielders who are going to be outside of the circle. Oh, and this time he's swatting this one out to mid-off and can't score. One was bouncing. What did he tell him? He can't. The umpire sent him back, the guy with the towel. Ooh, and that one just going over the sticks. As he tried to swing it into the onside, vacant mid-wicket area, because the man is at a wide long on, more so in the cow corner area. They may have very well know this batter because he's stationed in the cow corner. Not a familiar position to start proceeding. A man in the cow corner and the cover sweeper. The 2 lone men outside the 30-yard circle. Again, this is the second inning of this third match of the day. Samp Army made good and made their way to 200 from the 20 overs. This time he's pulling, and he's pulling well. This is going to go all the ways. Meat and drink. He was a ranking long hop, and he swiveled and got all of it and went out of here. 6 more. Look at it. Yes, and he's gone back a long way. So it's going to be an interesting match. 2 good teams.
Yes. 11 runs on the board, chasing our total of 201 runs. Singh and Ryan is at the crease. 2 dots and a 6 from the over so far. It's a nice shot.
Good shot. And this will run away down the boundary for 4. That's a good looking shot. All class.
Yes. Score moves up to 15. Well, they seems to be taking advantage of the power play. 10 runs from it already.
Yes, they have to keep the wheels turning. There's no tomorrow. They have to do that now. They have to start from up front. They started under the pump. With 10 runs and over, they have to bring that down. Or else it would climb and get out of proportion, where they would not be able to handle it. Oh, that one is wayward down the leg side, well taken there by the wicket keeper. Pitch outside the leg and going further down the leg side. So he's bowling left arm over the wicket. Reminds me of Virgil Francis' bowling. He bowled those induckers coming from off the leg. Let's look at this one. It's going after him again. But this time there's coverage down in the cover sweeper. Just the 1-1.
So 17 runs on the board.
Realized a partnership of over 100 in their first inning when Samp Army batted.
A partnership of 159 runs.
Yes, that's going to be hard
peer
to
partnership.
beat. Yes, it's going to be hard to beat.
Two overs gone, 17 runs on the board, 10.2 runs is the record run rate. Current run rate is going at 8.5. A partnership is 17. They need another 184 from 108 delivers. As I would always say, it's early days ahead.
It's early days yet. And I'm going to use your terminology. Cricket is a game of glory. Give me it again.
Glorious uncertainties.
Okay, there you go.
Well, let's take a break from cricket and hop on over to the big games tomorrow when Brazil, they will go up against Croatia and Argentina will go up against Netherlands at 2 o'clock. Well, we'll see who will book the spot in the semifinals.
It's more wides down the leg side and it's going to go into the boundary ropes for 4 wides. And they said, who needs Jenny Craig when Jermaine Lindo is getting his exercises right here?
I said something about the football. I didn't say anything. Your team will be playing Croatia.
Oh, that's easy picking. Down the leg side again and another wide. This one coming off the pads of the wicket keeper. So this end seemed to be famous for the wides. We saw 4 from this southern end in the first over, and it continues into the third over.
So if you look at the run rate, the current and the required run rate, it's right equal. Well, it's.
Oh, he would have been getting. This time he knocks it down. No, he's going to go get 4 for that. Again, he was pitching down the leg side. It's a bad miss. We'll see it again. Oh, we didn't see the misfield, but it was a misfield.
13 minutes after 8 o'clock, another 174 runs needed from 106 delivers. 27 runs already on the board. So they're currently going at a 10.8 runs. Required run rate, they're on top of it. The required run rate is 9.9.
Well, that was quite a display of batting there by Samp Army to get to 200. This time he's coming forward, stroking it into the offside. Extra cover shadowing the mid-off, but can't score. Good teamwork there. Prevented the batsman from thinking about a single. So those 4 men closing in back to the bowler. So he's found his length now, having bowled 2 wides in this over. Trying to finish this over. A boundary was struck down the leg side again and another wide.
And it will be 4 wides coming in, 5 wides coming in. And so another extra to the total. The score marched up to 32. 12 extras in the innings so far. 2.5 overs have been bowled. Current run rate is 11.3. Required run rate is 9.8 with 12 extras given away so far.
Yes, the bowling seemed to be a little bit on the soft side. The batting really looked well when the 2 opening batters batted. But these opening bowlers not doing justice to Samp Army, would have realized 200 on the board. But again, I'm going to say it's early days yet. Maybe these guys just bought in to just get 2 overs out of the way. Maybe that's what it is. Some 15 runs coming from that over. That have brought the equation down within manageable distance. 9.9 required. They started at 10. So they're keeping up with the 10.7 run rate. Good evening, Audley Watson, who's taking in this cricket at this time alongside Leon Francis. Lenny Archibald, he's preparing to get in tomorrow. Yes, so we're going to have Plenar. He's going to be coming in from the far end, sporting the number 12 on the back of his jersey. So we're going to see some more slow bowling, or should we say spin bowling?
So a very tall fella there. I think he'll be running from the boundary line in bowling spin.
Well, that was a quick one. Got you to the wicket keeper in a hurry. The batsman was on the back foot, punching. That's Pathan. Ooh, this one is coming in from outside the off stump. Fast and flat. So that's why I asked you if he's bowling slow or he's bowling spin. You never know. 2 steps and they bowl faster than Jason Holder. Ooh, swing and a miss. Now the dots starting to compare with .com. We have all three in a row. So nice tight gripping stuff here. Into the leg side. Working it around the corner. You see lights, but not out. It's going to be leg byes. Signal there by the umpire. So Navan Peeth is on strike. He's on 4 from 8. Outside the off stump, going fishing on dry land. Didn't catch anything. Trying to fish a snapper. Went through to the wicket keeper. Seemed as if he was overstepping there, but I can't see from here. If you can see that again, it seemed like he was pretty far up there with that front foot. But the umpire is in the best position to see that from that last delivery, but it came close to going over. Well, it's the end of over number 4. All of 33 for no loss. So they're replying, they're responding well. Required run rate has gone back to 10.5. So it dipped a bit. This time he's playing it with soft hands to the short mid-wicket area and can't score. Folks, be reminded that we're back here with it again tomorrow for another 3 matches.
So 34, 35. Make that 37 now, chasing a total of 201 runs. So victory, another 164 runs required from 94 deliveries. So CVUCC picked up 37 runs so far. And we're still in the power play here, Ivor.
Yes, 37 for no loss. The wicket column is going to be vital to this run chase. So far, they've kept their wicket, ably aided by some 18 extras this early in the innings. So they're ill-disciplined in that department. As he stroked this one into the offside, knocked it down there, but can't get a run from that mishap. Apologizes to the bowler to say, I should have done better there, but he didn't cost him any run. 2 more deliveries in this over. He's going after him in the air, man taken. Wicket number 1 goes, and it was sweetly timed, but in the air. Remember, you cannot get out caught playing the ball on the ground. This time he was going aerial, and wicket number 1 goes. We'll have a look at it. Really went after him. Got there in a hurry. Easy peasy.
That was a good catch there, Ivor. Is 37 for 1 in over number 5. 4.4 overs gone. So another 164 runs needed. At the end of this over, we'll have a change in the commentary box. You hear the voice of George. I'll take a break.
And that's the commentator's curse again. I just said the previous delivery that the wickets column is going to be vital to the one chase.
Yes, you did.
The very next delivery
was a wicket.
It's the commentator's curse. But it bodes well for Samp Army. So how wrong can I be? I get a wrong for the batting team and a right
for the bowling team.
It's in the balance. Okay? Yes, folks, well, we're here live at the Broward County Stadium in the beautiful city of Lauderhill. And we have to rub that in. It's in Lauderhill. Some folks,
Lauderhill.
Yes, some folks would say Fort Lauderdale. No, Fort Lauderdale is a different city altogether. Lauderhill is in Lauderhill, the city of Lauderhill, situated in Broward County. So this venue is operated by the Broward County. So we have to give them their props. And we have to give the park managers a whole lot of kudos for keeping this ground in immaculate condition.
Indeed.
Yes, this time he's trying to be cheeky here, turning one around the corner and still can't score. They're going to need to get the willow on these leather instead of trying these fancy, cheeky strokes.
So at the end of over number 5, the score is 37 for 1. Another 164 runs required from 90 deliveries. So we have a break now. Then I'll take a break. You hear the voice of George.
Yes, indeed. And over number 5, done and dusted. We have one more over in this power play. They should try to get at least 13 runs from this to make it even Steven if they can get to 50 and keep it interesting. They always want to be in with a chance. So 13, every time I see the 13 come up, I remember today batter getting out on 13 when he didn't look up at the scoreboard. Here it is. Pathan is on 13 and he's on strike. So George, welcome back.
Thank you, sir. And only 1 in 1,000 people are superstitious regarding the 13, so it's okay. Pathan is absolutely going to go past that 13, and so he'll be fine.
1 in 1,000?
Yes. Or
okay.
Actually 1 in 10,000.
Okay. So he'll be fine.
Yes.
And you promise you're going to check the high-rise buildings to make sure that you do not see a 13th floor.
Yes, I will.
Okay, do not punch the 13th floor. In the air. It's going to pass the infield, and away she goes for yet another US Open maximum.
So, see, told you. Huge 6.
It's a good-looking shot as well. Good camera work there. He followed the ball all the way. Dropped just beyond the boundary ropes.
Rayan Pathan, you know, he looks pretty good with that stroke.
Getting on the back foot, playing into the offside for a single. 44 it is for 1.
You know, they're going at a pretty good clip. I mean, the run rate is 8.0. It's the required is only 10.8, and because they've only lost 1 wicket, they do have an opportunity of chasing down this 200.
Yeah, but of course, 2 good teams playing, and you know, CVU, they're going to be doing their best. They're not going to lie flat on their backs. They would have won the toss and decided they will field first. They decide to chase the leather. No, they're chasing runs. So par, John Utley. Oh, this time he's stroking this one in the offside. It's yes, no, yes, no. The non-striker, Pathan, was interested in a single, but it was a non-existent single. 44 for 1. Just 2 away from completing the mandatory
6 overs.
Yes, indeed. So the 6 overs constitute power play in the 2020 overs. 2020 game. This time he's stroking it nicely and getting it past the infield, and away she goes for 4. Signal comes in now. Should have done better with that in the extra cover. But it was a good looking shot. Sure, we'll see that again. Nicely timed, sweetly timed.
Otley also looked very stylish batter.
Yeah, took him 4 deliveries to get off the mark, so he sucked up some free, but when he got off the mark, he got off with fine fashion. Let's see the comeback delivery. And this time he's banging it into the turf, and he's utterly trying to pull it around the corner. Missed out, and I think he missed out on a good one day as well, as the over comes to an end. Trying to get to 201. The latest score is 49 for 1.
So we'll continue. I think it's Raman Walker who is will be continuing, who bowled his first over just for a meager 5 runs, and he'll be bowling to Otley. So Walker in, and it's no longer a meager 5 runs because Otley stroked that actually it's Pathan who is facing Raman Walker, who looks very good with that stroke. And the fielder in cover region had no chance. That raced away to the boundary. So here it is, Raman Walker in again to Rayan Pathan. And that was a well-timed changed up. And as a result, Pathan was fooled. All he could do is wave his bat at the ball, and as a result, could not catch up with it. Raman Walker into Pathan again. Once again, good change-up from the bowler. And Pathan has to walk away to collect his thoughts, because he recognized that Raman Walker is bowling some real good off cutters, and as a result have him really fooled. So here he comes again. This time did not have him fooled. He waited on it. However, he was able to hit it into the long off region, and as a result was only able to get a single. Raman Walker into Otley. See if he could bamboozle Otley the way he's been bamboozling Pathan. So here he comes.
Oh, no.
And Yes, he was. He was able to truly bamboozle Otley, who was able to, all he was able to do was just meekly hit the ball to fine leg, and as a result, he's having the slow walk back into the dugout.
Yeah, it's disappointing. Look at it here. That ball was asking to be hit short outside the leg stump, and he just picked out short fine leg. I'm telling you, not a good stroke at all. Not at all. Not at all.
It certainly was not a good stroke. So Ramon Walker is really bowling really well. Slow off cutters, and as a result, he has the batters really fooled. He's been doing it with Pathan, and he finally did it with Otley, but he was able to get Otley out.
So, George, another 148 runs, required from 80 deliveries. So, 2 wickets down already in the 6.4 overs.
Yes, and the new batter is Karan Chandel, and Ramon Walker. He's bowling really, really well. He has the batters off kilter, both batters. So let's see if he can continue with having Karan Chandel off kilter also.
53 for 2. Well, after he started off with so many wides in his first over there, George, he's come back and picked up a wicket. And at the end of 7, it is 53 for 2. Well, sorry, dear George, the one delivery to go.
I don't know. I'm not.
Well, it's gone. Yeah, the over has been completed. It's 53 for 2. 7 overs gone. 18 extras. That's a lot of extras. The record run rate is at 11.4. Current run rate is 7.6. Those of who are watching on MAQ TV, we say welcome and thanks for joining us. Yes, I don't. Another 148 runs needed from 78 deliveries there, George.
It's been a long time since I've watched a game in which 53 runs have been bowled and 18 of them are extras.
Yes. Well, he managed to put in some footworks and save a boundary.
Yes, these guys are as good soccer players or football players as they are as cricketers. Rayan Pathan, he hit that rather smoothly out into the cover region, but was only able to get 2 runs from that. And Delaney again. Down into the long on, where only a single.
201 is the target. They're at 56 or 2 in the 8 overs. And if you just joined us, Samp Army, they batted first. They made 200 for 3 from their allotted 20 overs. CVUCC, they're replying. They're at 56 or 2. They are going at a run rate of 7.7. The record run rate is 11.4. They need another 145 runs from 76 deliveries. Delani in his first over.
He's only given up 4 runs so far. But he'll be bowling to Rayan Pathan, who needs to get it going. And he hoiked that over.
What a catch! Oh my word, a stupendous catch there, George. The third wicket has fallen. Oh my word, that could have been the catch of the tournament. The score reads 57 for 3 in over number 8. George, you look shocked. That look on your face says it all.
And I am telling you, I have seen some amazing catches in the outfield in this tournament. These players, they have lived up to the billing as to just how good they really are. I mean, that was awesome.
A good catch. He kept his eyes on it. A one-handed catch as well, and it was pretty close to the boundaries. Wow, that is going to be, in my opinion, I would have given that the catch of the tournament.
So far,
Yes,
that has been one of the catches of the tournament. I've seen two pretty good catches. That one and another player who took a catch at fine leg, low, hard. Fact of the matter, the batter, when he got caught at fine leg, he stood there for a good minute at least. Couldn't believe that the fielder had actually taken the catch. But this was something. This was something.
Didn't touch the rope at all. The rope set in its position. A wicket, a 57 for 3. And Samp Army, they are marching. They're loving it. And the score reads 57 for 3.
And the new batter is Abhi Singh.
Seems as if he knocked his knee as well. They're still looking at the replay here. He seems to knocked his knee real hard.
Yes, may have hurt his knee a little bit, but he seemed to think it was worth it.
Yes. 57 for 3. The target is 201.
And here comes Delaney. And Abhi Singh was determined to not put that into the air. He hits it onto the ground, goes through for a single.
So you can see the umpire is giving in Delaney a rug. The dew is coming down. So 8 overs completed, 58 for 3. Another 143 runs required from 72 deliveries. 18 extras so far from the innings. Required run rate is 11.9. Current run rate is 7.3. To get another 143 runs there, George, they need to build a partnership.
Yes, not only do they need to build a partnership, but they're probably going to have to up the run rate a little bit more too.
Yes.
7.3 current run rate, 11.9 required, because with each dot ball, all that's going to happen is the run rate is just going to increase.
Yes, it's going to.
And here it is, Abraham Paneer, ball into Chandel. I mean, all he was able to get is simply another single. And I'm sure Samp Army has no issues at all giving up singles. Run rate has jumped to 12.2 here in the 8th over.
Yes.
Another dot ball, which means that the run rate, required run rate, is going to jump even more. Another dot.
Yes, he's bowling a pretty tidy over here.
Yes.
So each time there's a dot there, George, the run rate goes up. The required run rate goes up. It's at 12.3 now. see, they don't have a problem giving away the ones and the twos.
Yes, and all they're giving up is it. So far, I mean, Abram has bowled 1.4 overs. He's one maiden for 2 runs.
Yes. Oh, that's a quicker one. Can't believe it. 201 is the target. They need another 140 runs at the end of 9 overs, 61 for 3.
9 overs. 12.5 already is the run rate. Therefore, if they have any hope of hauling down this total, they have to get a move on. Abhi Singh, 3 from 5. Chandel, 2 from 6. However, they are, batting early, which means that they must have the capability to overhaul and make some runs.
Bowl him! That one lets the stump out the leg stump, rocks back. The 4th wicket has fallen. The score reads 61 for 4 in 9.1 overs. The CVUCC, the ship is looking rocky right now, George. 4 wickets down with just 61 runs on the board. A good delivery. Send him back to the dressing room. Another 140 runs needed.
Yes, but at the very least, what you were hoping is that the batter, if he was going to swing like that, he could at least have moved his feet to the ball. Instead, he just stretches his arm out, swung at the ball, and was hoping for a miracle, I guess.
Jansen Charles, he's loving that run to Delani to say good bowling. Delani didn't get off with the bat. Well, he's getting out tonight with the ball for sure. Yes, Delani picked up a wicket for 5 runs.
Yes, 1 over. No maiden, 1 for 5.
So Delani, it's 2 for 5.
Yes, that's correct. Right, they hadn't put up the second wicket as yet. He's 1.1 over, 2 wicket, 5 runs.
Good, that's a good one through to the keeper. Delani is bowling pretty well. He's an Irish player.
And the new batter is Dilpreet Billing, who left arm batter had a mighty swing, and they've brought a slip in, because they are pretty sure they could not able to penetrate the field at all.
Delani is bowling pretty well. 2 for 5 in 1.2 overs.
Another dot ball. So we're now at a run rate at 13.6. Just not just creeping up, it's jumping up. And at best, all they could get is a single, which Samp Army has no issues with giving up a single or 2 in an over.
So look at this over. It's a wicket. 3 dots in and a single.
So that's 4 dot ball from 5. So here it is, last ball of the over.
So halfway stage, 10 overs completed, 63 for 4. Record run rate is 13.8. They're going at 6.3. And then Delani picked up 2 wickets, so 7 runs from 2 overs. Good going from the Samp Army team. They're bowling pretty well. CVUCC, they have lost 4 wickets. This partnership is consist of 2 runs there, George.
Yes, and if they continue with Pinair, who has bowled 2 overs, 1 maiden for 3 runs, they might even be in more trouble. But they have decided that they're going to change the bowler and they're going to come with Bodinger, which is Saul, which is the opening batter.
Well, he starts off well with that delivery.
Yes. Make sure that Karan Chandel cannot straighten his arms out.
Well, he did well with the bat. Let's see what he will do with the ball. Played a wonderful innings. Another 138 runs needed. Well, made that 137.64 for 4. Loud appeal, he goes up. Umpire Linda walks away. Not interested in that one, George.
Yes, no, that didn't look that close either. The batter appears to have played well down the leg side, and that was hoiked
taken
straight to long on. And it was such an easy wicket. Once again, wide, long on, and it was a no issue wicket at all. The batter just merely chips down the wicket and simply gave the fielder some catching practice.
In the night sky. So the 5th wicket is down. 65 for 5 in over number 11, chasing a total of 201 runs for victory. CVUCC, they're sinking deeper and deeper. They need another 136 runs from 56 deliveries. And Samp Army, they're having a wonderful time out there, George.
Yes, it's as if it's almost a no contest type of cricket match. 10.4 overs, 5 for 65. Almost every over, you see it's 1 run, 2 run, maybe 3 run, maximum 5. You're going to win a lot of cricket matches that way. And look at that. Wow. The bowler just simply walks up to the wicket, stops, and then just bowls the ball. The batter swings and then swings mightily, and nothing happens. And the new batter was Breer. He just didn't do anything. He was just swinging and hoping the ball would connect on his bat.
So 4 dots in this over here, George. Another 136 runs required from 54 deliveries. The required run rate climbs to 15.1. They are currently going at 5.9, and we're in over number 11 has come to an end. Over number 11 has come to an end here. 18 extras so far. Even though they have given away 18 extras, George, they are picking up wickets.
Yes, I mean, another bowler has bowled another over, just given up 2 runs, but also gotten a wicket. Another dot ball. Here it is, Delaney coming through. He's given up only 7 runs so far.
So shout out to my sister Azanja, who is watching all the way in Jamaica on maqtv.com. Those of who are watching around the world, we say thanks for staying with us. And if you're just joining us, we say welcome. So Samp Army, they batted first. They made a whopping 200 for 3 from their allotted 20 overs. CVUCC, they're replying now. They're at 67 for 5. The record run rate moves up to 15.8. The current run rate is 5.8. Partnership consists of 2 runs, another 34 runs, record from 51 deliveries. So it's not over until it's over. CVUCC, they need boundaries and a steady partnership to get things on track. But the bowlers from Samp Army, they're bowling pretty well. They have picked up some good catch. They say catches win matches, and they display that so far. George?
Yes, and you know, I must confess that I'm also, looking at my phone, and some of my friends in New York, they're listening to the game. They're also providing me with some of the stats, and telling me a few of the things that even some of the partnerships that were happening, and telling me that I should. There's a Centurion in Naprit Singh. He made 109 on the first day. So we see. I told you I have this friend, and he is my absolute stats guy, which means if I had him beside me, all I had to do was says I need this information, and he would give it to me in a jiffy. So here it is. He's telling me there are other individuals who have made 100 already. So on the first day, someone did make 100.
And that's wonderful. So shout out to the New Yorkers.
Yes. So shout out to my statsman Dunga, who is providing me with some awesome stats. Yes. Navapreet Singh, he made 109 on the first day.
Okay, so 70 runs on the board, 5 wickets down, 12 overs completed, another 131 runs needed from 48 deliveries. The record run rate moves up to 16.4. A partnership of 5 runs. So you can see the spinners, they're really doing a massive work here. They tighten up things, not giving them any room at all. They're picking up wickets as well, and the fielders, they're doing a tremendous work out there in the field. They feel well and they catch well, and the bowlers, they're bowling well as well.
Yes, and but most interesting is the bowlers. They're giving up no run. Look at that. The bowler just walks up to the crease, stops, and fires it in, and at best they give up a single.
Not a problem with giving up the 2s and the 1s. So far, it's just 3 runs from the over. So the New Yorkers who are watching, we say good evening to you.
Yes, good evening to all my friends who are watching and listening and paying attention to these matches. And
well, George, you have been here from Monday. You have done so many games. Ivan, myself, just coming in today. And you have done a lot of work, and I'm thankful for your New Yorker friends who is giving you the stats, because that's a lot of game for you to actually remember the stats.
Yes, but my friend Dunga, you need stats, and he has stats, and it doesn't matter what kind of stats, he has them at his fingertips. Yeah, we just actually call him our stats man.
Hits that one in the night, skies high. Whoa, it's take on a running catch. The 6th wicket is down. The score reads a 74 for 6 in 12.5 overs. While they're sinking deeper and deeper here, George, they need another 127 runs for victory.
Yes, and and Billing, he had actually scored 9 from 14, which is one of the better rates that was going, and he perished on a stroke that was normally would have been considered short into the pitch. He could have rocked back and hoiked that out of the ground, but instead he hoiked it right to the fielder.
Yes. So they have made the Samp Army, they batted well. The opening pair made 159 before they lost a wicket. And they managed to get 200 runs on the board from their allotted 20 overs, and they have the bowlers that are backing them. They picked up 6 wickets already. CVUCC, they're in trouble. They're at 74 for 6. And 1 delivery to go to complete the 13th over.
And look at their run rate, 5.8, a meager 5.8, and they would need to do 17.7. 17.7 just to catch up. And here it is. All they have is a single.
13 overs gone, 74 for 6. That's the latest score here at Broward County Stadium. We come back here tomorrow morning. Game starts at 10 o'clock. So, George, this one seems as if it's going to finish pretty early.
Yes. I'm not so sure CVU is interested in putting up any kind of a fight. They seem to just want to get it over with.
Get it over with and done.
Yes, get it over with. They're playing as if that's it. They just want to get this game over with.
Kumar, he's on strike, the new batter.
And Saul Budinger, who is 2 overs, 2 for 6.
So to see that the spinners are doing the job, we saw it throughout the game today, and we're seeing it now. They're doing a tremendous job. Well, George, look at the record run rate. It moves up to 18.
Yes, and Delaney is in. He threw that one up, and at least the batter could make an aggressive stroke on it. But guess what? That aggressive stroke only got him a single.
They need more than just a single. They need boundaries to get another 125 runs. And the run rate climbs to 18.8, the record run rate. They are going at 5.7.
And Brer took a mighty swing at that one, only to miss.
Kumar is eager to get and strike. I don't know what he has in his intention. His intention.
Once again, another dot ball.
And it climbs to 19.2.
Yes, soon all that'll be required is every ball has to be a 6. And if they can't hit singles, how will they hit 6?
Beats the keeper, runs down to third man. Haven't seen a boundary in a while, and that one gets away to the boundary for 4. They will welcome that he's having a laugh as well.
Yes, a wry smile from Brer, who says, okay, I can hit boundaries even if it comes off at the top edge, hits the keeper, and runs away to the boundary.
Score moves up to 80 for 6. 38 delivers to go. 121 runs record from 38. So
Delaney in again. And he hits that smoothly. Finally, an aggressive stroke that produces something. He hits that a towering 6 into the night sky. A towering 6, and he got the maximum from that. So Breyer now has 12 from 7, 14 overs, 86 for 6. And Gareth Delaney, who now has bowled 4 overs, no maiden, giving up 23 runs. However, he did get 2 wickets.
It's a soft appeal there.
Yes, it is. Truly a soft appeal from Saul, who is truly creating a lot of bamboozle for. As I pointed out, he really bamboozling the batters, and he truly bamboozled Praveen Kumar, and as a result, Saul will probably, more than likely, he's playing to ensure he gets man of the match. He opened bat, had a truly an awesome 67, and now here he is, 2.2 overs, no maiden, 3 for 6.
Very economical there.
And at the rate he's going, he may have a 5er.
Well, it's yet for us to see. Just in his 3rd over, 86 or 7, chasing a total of 201 runs. We're in over number 15, 14.2 overs gone already. The record run rate, George, climbs to 20.3. So they need another 115 from 34 deliveries, 3 wickets to go.
Yes, and we will see if Saul is going to get his first 5er here.
Jatinda, new batter to the crease.
Yes, Matharu. Let's see, and so Saul Badinger comes in and seems to be indicating to his keeper what he plans to do.
Saying the bigger one is coming. Maybe the next one.
Yes. Sal again to Jadinder, and that was a keeper who hits the stump.
Yes.
Saul again.
So the spinners, they are doing such a wonderful job for Samp Army. It's in the night sky, down the ground, 1 bounce to the boundary for 4. That's a nice shot from Jatinda. Well, they need lots more of those, George, lots more. And that's the end of the over. Picked up a wicket in that over, with just only 4 runs coming from it. 90 for 7 at the end of over number 15.
Yes. For them to have a shot, they would have to make sure they hit every ball for the rest of the over for 4 or 6.
Yes.
Because with only 5 overs to go, they need 111. 22.2 runs per over.
Record. Wow, that's a big ask there, George.
22.2 runs per over. So we'll see who it is that's going to continue with the bowling. And it'll be Michael Finnan.
So it's just 4 runs from this over, George, and that's the boundary.
And in comes Michael. Once again, another dot ball.
The bowlers, they have been bowling pretty well.
Yes.
The night dew is out there as well. You can see them keep drawing the ball. They're drawing it there.
Michael in again to Breyer. He stroked that ball very well into the covers.
91 for 7 in over number 16. The record run rate marched up to 23.6. Current run rate is 5.9. Partnership is 5 runs. 110 runs record from 28 delivers, George. It is now, the time is now 6 minutes after 9 o'clock right here at the Broadwood County Stadium in Lauderhill, Florida.
Yes, and Jatinda, he's 4 for 4, 4 from 4, and he got his bat down in time for that one. That was straight and full. Michael Finnan is certainly not wasting any time. He certainly wants to get this done.
George, to get another 110 runs from 27 deliveries, you need boundaries, more boundaries.
Yes, every single delivery. But however, what's happening is the opposite is happening. It's either a dot ball and more dot balls, or at best, it's a single.
Yes.
So after 15.4, what we have is 92 for 7. So it's 26 balls, 109 runs needed. 25.1 required. It's the run rate required.
Well, at this stage, though, I think Samp Army, they were well 100 and pretty close 70 thereabout at the end, in their 16th over.
Yes, they were about 170, somewhere around there.
Another 108 runs needed now. I wonder if your stats friend could actually give me that after 15.5.
He probably could. He probably could, but I'm definitely not going to ask him.
6 overs completed, 16 overs completed now, 93 for 7. Another 108 runs needed from 24 delivers. The run rate, the record run rate climbs to 27. Wow, this partnership is 720 extras from the innings. That's a lot of extras. You can say maybe extra being the second top scorer or the top scorer for the CVUCC. Well, we see that when we come to the end of the game on the scorecard.
Yes, we will. But I'm pretty sure it's either the top scorer or at best it's probably closest second top scorer.
Would you mind my scorer? Just quickly show me the scorecard.
So here we are again.
Saul is in his final over.
And once again, he's being very economical. Nothing more than a single. But I think he's trying for that fifer.
Well, he just 2 away from it.
Yes. And he's throwing it up. He's tempting the batter. Throwing it up.
Surprisingly, didn't ask for a slip there, George.
He thinks he could probably get more out of from the outfield rather than maybe it slips. So that's why he's throwing it up, trying to get the batters to hike one into maybe mid-wicket region or long on or long off. Or over sweeper.
Yes, that one just dropped short of Johnson Charles. They get 2. They need another 104 from 21. You see, Georgia, he backs it back on his stump. Luckily, well, He was inside and they didn't appeal for anything and it was already disturbed.
Yes, I guess some players forget.
What happened yesterday?
Yes. And he swipes across the line on that one and did not get anything on that. Yes, Saul is trying his best to get those last two wickets.
Well, he has 2 deliveries, and look at the record run rate. It marched up to 30.9.
And that's look as if it's a no ball.
Yes, umpire Linda signal a no ball is going to be a free hit.
Yes, free hit. Saul was trying to trick the batter, and as a result, ended up being.
It's 99 for 7.
Nothing happened. Free hit, got nothing for it, not even a single. Last ball, and so he smoked that over the boundary for a maximum.
And that's the end of over number 17. The 100 comes up for CVUCC. It's 105 for 7 at the end of over number 17. 21 extras so far, 32 runs required. They're going at 6.2. This partnership is consist of 19 runs. They need 96 runs now from 18 deliveries. George,
Yes,
got to take
all
a miracle.
6. Yes, 6s on every ball. So let's see how this works out. 6s from every ball. Now, it's clear that Jatinder could hit 6. Is he going to face all 18 balls or at least 15 of those balls and hit a 6 from every one of those balls so they could have a chance?
Well, it's yet for us to see. It's Walker who is back.
Yes, Ramon Walker, who has bowled 2 overs and has gotten 1 wicket and has only given up 10 runs.
Very economical there. Very good stats there from Walker.
Well, there we go. 17, no 6. So once again, it's now 33.9.
33, yes, a big ask there now. Can they manage to get 33 runs and over? Beats the man and it will run away to the boundary for 4. They will take those 2. The score march up to 109 for 7 in over number 18. They need lots more of those, George.
Yes, but that was quite surprising that he was actually able to get that boundary right there in runaway from the third man boundary. So let's see if Ramon Walker in again, swing and a miss.
Jatinder is so, he just wants to get and strike. Look at him at the non-striker end here, George.
Yes.
As soon as the ball has been delivered, he wants to get and strike. Just look at him.
Yeah, but he's not the one who has faced the most balls. He's also not the one who has the most run. Actually, Brer has more faced more ball and has more runs. Therefore, he'd probably be the and that was another mighty swing from Brer, but it was considered a wide, and so Walker will have to re-bowl that one, but he would need to bowl a lot more wides for them
and
to
even
have.
bowling lot more wides, that still can't help them.
Yes, 15 balls left. Still need 91 runs.
.36 is the record run rate. It's a good delivery.
And the run rate will go even higher. So even sixes couldn't help them anymore. It's now 39. So sixes on every single ball wouldn't help the batting team anymore. If every single ball went for six, they would still lose. They would have to bowl quite a few no balls and then get free hits just for them to have a chance, which is not possible.
He went into that shot too early. 91 from 14.
So now we're up to 41.5.
Wow. So 90 runs needed from 13 delivers. So you can safely say now that the Samp Army are marching on to victory.
Yes, Samp Army will definitely win this game. Yes, the Nelsons are not so important in this game. Had it been one of those games that was close, we might have recognized it. But also, Ramon Walker wanted to make sure that we got off that Nelson really, really quick. So we're now 112 for 7 from 17.5.
But look at the extra column here, George. 24 extras have been given away so far.
Wow. It's just like playing, those old school war cricket where, you just bowled a lot of wide, a lot of no balls. Reminds me a little bit of those. Yes. Haven't seen that in quite some time. A game in which you had 24 extras.
That's a lot of extras. 18 overs gone. 113 for 7. Chasing a total of 201 runs for victory. A record run rate is 44 runs and over now.
That too has been a while since I've watched a cricket game in which run rate was that high. Most teams have at least put up some sort of a fight to be in the game. CVU have not seemed to want to put up much of a fight in this game. So here we are with Abram, and went right through Jatinder. He didn't look as if he had much of a clue on that ball at all. So here we go again.
But look at Abraham figures here, George. He's in his third over and only 3 runs from 2.2.
It is quite amazing, isn't it?
Yes.
So it's a good thing his team didn't really need him. 2.2 over, 1 maiden, 3 runs, no wicket. And he finally gave up a 4. Oh, not even. The bowler, the fielder chased it down to ensure that he didn't even give up a 4, just gave up 2 runs.
You're right. Well, the fat lady, she's somewhere in the stadium soon to sing that song, how sweet it is to be here today at the Broadwood County Stadium right here. You're tuning to maqtv.com, whether you're on YouTube watching it or you're on Facebook. Open up for that shot. It's in the night sky. It's taken, is it, George?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is gone. The 8th wicket has fallen. He picked up a wicket in his third over. That's Abraham, 1 for 5. The score reads 115 for 18 over number 19, chasing a total of 201 runs of victory.
Yes. Say it was not much of a challenge from the CVU team. Their bowling was not on target, and their batting was off target. So maybe they're. I'm not so sure whether today was their last game or not, because I know some teams are through to the quarterfinal, but the CVUCC team, they didn't put up much of a fight. They didn't put up much of a fight. But also, I must confess, though, that says Samp Army, they would have to be more disciplined, you know, if they're playing a better team, not to give up 24 extras. 24 extras is an awful lot.
It is. Singh.
Oh, and Singh is making sure he plays as if he's
Night watchman. He's
yes.
coming back tomorrow.
Yes, he is. Either he's coming back tomorrow, or he's auditioning for the test team. Yes, auditioning for the test team.
So 19 overs completed. The score reads 115 for 8. They need 86. It's going to take a miracle for them. Their record run rate is 86. So 24 extras throughout the game so far. That's a lot of extras there, George. And I must say, the fat lady, she's about to sing any time now to say congrats to Samp Army team.
No, she's sung already. The fat lady have already sung. Yes, she has. She sung hours ago, or at least a half an hour ago. The song was already done, sung, put to bed. You know, with 115 for 8, 19 overs. I mean, the required run rate is now 86.
Wow, a miracle.
No, there are no miracles that much. And
what I must say about the Samp Army team, even though they know that they're winning, they're still attacking the ball. They're not giving them any room for boundaries or give up the chase early to let it run away to the boundary. They're still playing like they're not winning, if you understand me.
They have to. And I like that. I like that approach from a team that plays the game to the end.
Yes.
You know, that way when you need to, you will yes, look at they run hard, they chase hard, they play hard, they throw hard. They could have just easily says, okay, let a few of these balls go to the boundary. Let's go pick it up, get it over with. Nope, they're running everything down. They're chasing every ball and stopping everything. And like, nope, we're not giving you anything, because I think they also realize that run rate is important. So they're they're just playing the game to the end.
Yes. It's in the night sky. Who wants it? Who'll take it? Well,
yeah, they're
get there in time.
But they're not letting it go. They're chasing it down and picking it up and throwing it in. And yes.
Well, 83 runs now.
Right.
3.
Need 83 runs to complete.
Well, it's just 3 legal deliveries to go to complete the 20 overs. Singh is just having a swing.
Yes, and I will tell you though, Singh, if you look at his how he's approaching the game, he's playing hard.
Yes.
He's not he's not giving up, even though his team has no shot at it. He's just decided that, you know what, any ball that comes close to me, I'm gonna swing as hard as I can, and whatever happens, happens.
Yes. So that one managed to get over the rope. And that's a boundary. A 4 coming in for CVUCC. Scores moves up to
Yes.
123 for 8. 1 legal delivery to go here, George.
Yes, and that was sort of poked into the cover region, and once it passes the fielder right there in the short cover region, it just rolls away into the boundary. And so once again, that was the last ball. Barrier went at it, had got nothing out of it, and so as a result, what we have is the score. Patan had 28 from 22. Greer had 27 from 23. And the only other player in double figures is Jatinja, who had 15. Every other player, their score was under double figures. So they ended up with 123 for 8 from their 20 overs, with extras being 24. So in essence, extras was the third high score on the team. For the bowling, Bottinger was 3 for 22 from his 4 overs. Delaney had 2 for 23 from his 4 overs, and 3 other bowlers had 1 wicket each. Walker had 1, Mustafa had 1, and Paneer had 1. But his Paneer econ was 1.7. He bowled 3 overs, 1 maiden, 1 for 5. So once again, the score was 123 for 8. Therefore, we're glad you were all able to join us on MAQ TV and YouTube for this game. Join us again tomorrow at 10 a.m. For 3 more games. Good night, and
see you until then.
1, 2, 3. Well, welcome to the match presentation ceremony, and this being match 12 in this US Open 2022. Congratulations to the Samp Army. What a massive victory for them. They got up to 200 and restricted the opposition to 123, winning by 77 runs. They're now into the second round after another big win in the opening game. Joining me at the presentation ceremony is tournament organizer and tournament official Zahir Khan, and of course the man of the match today is Sol Barringer. Sol, of course, took 3 for 22 and scored 67. Zahir will now present the trophy to him. Sol, if we could just get a quick word with you, how it felt like out there?
It was a good start. Me and Goose went out there and batted. We started slow. He was good with me, talking to me about just give myself a chance. You catch up at the end, and the way he batted took the pressure off me at the start. And then the way with the ball, the lads started well, got a few early wickets, and then it just happened. So it was a good, complete cricket performance with bat, ball, and field.
First time with Samp Army?
Yes.
How has that experience been?
Oh, it's been amazing. All the staff and get me over here to play and give me the opportunity. They've been amazing, and the lads have welcomed me in really well.
Well, we want to congratulate you on this win and wish you all the best moving forward.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Well, you've heard it there from the big man himself, Sol. I'm sure he's going to make Ritesh Patel very happy as his team. They are now 2 from 2.